was brought up on a dairy farm, so my wife and I decided we'd take up dairy farming with my parents. So we did that for quite a few years, and my parents finally retired. We enjoyed farming, but it was quite costly, and my wife did not like cows, although she helped on the farm as much as she could. So we looked around and we decided that we would try to get into the Tim Horton business. They said, you know, it's 364 days a year. And me coming from the dairy farm, we said, oh, good, I'm looking for one day a year off. Our first store opened in October '94, and it was my wife Janet and myself. We virtually ran the store. Sometimes Janet and I were the only ones in the store. I would be baking and Janet would be running the front counter and the drive-thru, so that tells you what the business was like back then. As Tim Hortons progressed, the business picked up, and before we knew it, Tim Hortons asked us if we would like another store, so we purchased another store, and then it was still the two of us, but then we had to hire managers. In the year 2000, we got a store in Sherwood Park, and my oldest daughter gave us a phone call one night and said they would like to join the family business. We were quite surprised because Steve, her husband, is a farmer at heart as well, and we thought they were going back farming with his father.
I was in a family business myself. My parents and grandparents would still have a family ranch, and I was part of that. And I would always see strength in numbers. So the opportunity came up where we had the chance to get into Tim Hortons.
And at first, to say the least, it was a little bit abrasive because, first of all, I didn't understand people in family business, and I thought he was trying to be controversial.
There's challenges coming into the founder business because the founders start the family business. They have their own ways they like to do things, and you got a couple new people coming in the family business that have a whole pile of bright ideas.
At the end, we found out that we were all working together.
I think it's important that they know that they can trust us with the business and that we have the business best interest in mind. We're working for ourselves.
And the thing that I can say about Steve and Melanie is they have really made the business a lot better, bringing other ideas into it. At that point in time, our accountant, Don Zinnick, was actually my mentor. I knew a lot about cows, but I didn't know a lot about people and business. And he says, you know, you're not doing the right things. He says, you need to be working on the business, not in the business. So what we did then is we made Steve the general manager of operations, in charge of all the stores. And once I started doing that with the company, I could step back and see that there's lots of ways we can improve our business. And then just lately in September, our youngest daughter, Pamela, which is Melanie's sister, and her new husband, Jordan, decided they would like to join the business.
Jordan and I decided to join the family business because we've just seen it grow, and it's a great business. I have grown up with it since I was in grade 4 or 5, so I've seen the business, and I just thought it would be a great opportunity to work with my family.
Pamela had been in university and had a career of her own, but she always knew that she wanted to join the family business. I sat down with Melanie and Steve and told them that Pamela phoned me and asked if they could join the business. And they were a little bit concerned, and Janet and I realized it's the same concerns that we had when Melanie and Steve wanted to join the business. What are they going to do? And Melanie was concerned. She was the oldest daughter, and she said, you know, this was my thing with Mom and Dad, and I feel important and part of the business. And so we sat down with them and talked about it at length and over several meetings. And now that Pamela and Jordan have joined, I think we're all starting to see that they aren't going to take away anybody's role or anybody's importance. And as we figure out roles for Pamela and Jordan, I'm sure it's all going to work out, and we're seeing lots of things for them to do already. In fact, probably far busier than what they'll have time to do. Again, of course, our top priority is the family dynamics, and that is most important to us, and business is second. We don't always agree on every point, but at the end of the day, we come to an agreement and we stick by it, and there is never any grudges held, and we can all sit around the family table and enjoy dinner together.